Foreclosures. I've dealt with foreclosures my entire career in real estate. Some years there were more, some years there were less. Everybody does look at foreclosures as it is a cheap home. They're going to buy the forever home for very cheap. However, most times banks have it priced that way because they know it's going to need to be a cash offer or an investor offer that buys it. A lot of times the utilities are off at these properties, so what happens is the typical appraisal can't go in and be done because none of the utilities are on. So what somebody has to do is get cash, home equity line of credit, possibly an investor or even a rehab type loan and go in with cash down. Now, one thing people don't realize is once they're actually in and they start turning on the house, there's usually another list of costs that you have to pay out. Whether it be broken pipes, whether it be squirrels in the attic because the place has been vacant for so long, whether it even be vandalism from somebody that was squatting there, or even the old owner that was mad when they left, right? So there's usually more costs involved once you actually buy the foreclosed property. And so you do need to be aware of that and actually have the money available for those. Now, once you do actually get the house done, you get the repairs done, get the utilities back on, you do have the option to refinance that, what a lot of people do, or this is considered a flip if they just sell it back on the market. They get all their cash back, and usually a first-time home buyer or somebody with a traditional mortgage can come in and buy that property now. And then that's where they make their profit, is because they bought it at the lower amount, the cash. There's not many people that can do that. Fixed it and then sold it. Another option is you can buy that on your own and then refinance it. So you put all that money out and then you don't want to be broke. So you can actually refinance it at that point into a normal loan product, take all your cash back out and pay off your debts or reinvest it or do whatever you want with it. So that's another option people do. Foreclosures are not easy. There's usually a patient deal you got to deal with, and be very patient with them. Sometimes it takes a couple days to even hear back on your offer, 3, 4, 5 days. Sometimes it takes 2 months to close. Do know that they typically do nothing though. So they aren't going to fix anything before closing. You're buying the house cash as is. Usually you do get a clean title, but it's a very fast closing once it's actually to that point. So foreclosures, again, be wary of them. There is money to be made. There are sometimes good. However, sometimes you can buy a house that'll have catastrophic issues in it and you don't know until you turn on the utilities. So it is a gamble. And there is money to be made in foreclosures. There are houses and dreams to be made in foreclosures, but it's not as simple as just seeing a house and making a traditional offer on it. And again, my name is Sadler Priest. If you have any questions about foreclosures, the real estate market, topics in general, I'd love to help you. Please comment, like, subscribe, so I know you're there, and I'd love to get a hold of you.